Yeah, I mean, the cave, this is an idea that I've really, had in my head for, I guess, almost 25 years in a way. It really does predate Maniac Mansion and, even me working at Lucasfilm. And it was always kind of a game about these three characters that go into this odd, mystical cave and kind of learn something about themselves. And it was an idea that just, it pops up every couple of years into my head. But kind of, popped up about a year and a half ago, and I was, talking to Tim about it, and he said, "Wow, that sounds like a really cool idea. You should come to Double Fine and let us make that game." And I thought, hey, it's a great idea. I had this whiteboard in my office, and it was just filled with characters. It had these seven, it had movie starlet, there was mobster, there was CIA agent, there was just all these things. And I started thinking about, well, what are their abilities? The hillbilly can hold his breath indefinitely, so he can swim, really deep underwater. So I was thinking about each of the characters and their abilities, and which ones worked well with puzzles, and then would cross them off the list on the whiteboard. And these were the seven that we ended up with. There are different areas, and the areas are kind of themed to the characters. So the knight, has this giant medieval castle, which you can kind of see behind me here. It's inside the cave, and the scientist, she's got this kind of underground missile silo, and using the character's special skills, you can kind of gain access to those areas of the cave. But it is one giant streaming world. There's no levels, there's no load screens. It's just this descent down, 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 deeper and deeper into the cave. The platforming in this game is super simple. With adventure games, one of the things that classic adventure games often get criticized for is there's just a lot of walking around. It's like I have to walk from one end of the island to the other end of the island to do something, and that kind of is a little bit boring. And so, with the cave, it was about making that traversal fun. The story is presented mostly through the cave himself. It is this sentient, talking cave that people are going into. So the cave really narrates a lot of what's going on, and he kind of narrates it in this like internal running monologue that he has with himself. The characters themselves, the seven characters, they don't actually speak. But you do run into other people as you're descending the cave, and they speak. It seems like it was just a lot more mysterious if the characters themselves didn't babble the whole time they were going through. It's a lot of writing, especially with when there's just a primary character that you're writing for. So I definitely have people helping me out with the writing on it. I think one of the things the cave really offers is it's a wonderful sense of humor as you're going through the cave. It's kind of a dark humor, and I think there's also some really good adventure game puzzle solving in there. So I think people who like adventure games are really gonna love exploring the cave. The cave will be out in early 2013.